In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to fully automate the onboarding process for your clients in HighLevel with just one simple automation. Before I jump into everything, one thing to note, this process only works if you're on the $497 plan with HighLevel. This will not fully work if you're on the $297 plan or the $97 plan because we need the SaaS configurator, which is where we can set up and configure our different SaaS plans for our clients. And so that's one thing to mention before we go into this. I'm inside of my sub account right now, and I'm under the automations tab, and this is our automation. I'm gonna open it up really quick so you guys can see what it looks like. It's really pretty simple. It does look like it has a lot going on here, but I'm gonna show you guys how to set this up. So our first trigger event of the automation is gonna be a form that we fill out while we're on the Zoom call with our clients. They've said yes, they wanna buy from us, and they wanna move forward. And so we have this client onboarding form that we've created that we were gonna fill out while we're talking to them. So we're going to ask them for everything on this form. I'm going to jump back out of here and show you guys this form that I'm talking about. You're going to go under sites. We're going to go to forms, form builder, and then we have this client onboarding form right here. So all it asks for is their full name, their business email, their business phone number, their company name, their business address, the city that they're located in, their zip code, website if they have one already. If they don't, then we don't have to fill that part in. The pricing package that they want to go with, and then the agreement and the agreement term, so the amount of time the contract is going to last with them. So we can fully automate them filling this out, the contract that sends them, the invoice where they pay, and they're logged into HighLevel and using the software. And so the pricing package, if I preview this form really quick, I'll show you kind of what these drop downs down here entail. We're going to select from one of our pricing options. So I offer websites and software. So I charge, the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 setup fee range on average because I'm building them a brand new website. And then the software subscriptions I added in here are just the $97 per month and the $197 per month. That gives them, hosting for their websites and basic automations that go with the website that we build for them, and calendar booking system, Google reviews automation, etc. I'm not going to show all that in this video, but basically we have these different pricing options that they can choose from. So we've got the $1,000 setup fee with the $97 plan. If they want to go with the $1,000 setup fee with the $197 plan, they can. They get different features. The setup fees I base on the size of the website. So a $1,000 website gives them a 3-page website. An advanced website gives them a 4-page website, and then the premium gives them a 5-page website. And so the setup fees are based on how big the website is, and the monthly fees are based on the features and the automations that they get that will work for them on a monthly basis. And so you want to make sure to include all your pricing plans here. The way that we do that is through a custom field inside of HighLevel. So we can go up to click this little plus sign. We can go to custom fields, and then we can add a custom field. I'll show you how I kind of added this one really quick. So we click add. This one is a drop down because it has the multiple options when you click on it, like a drop down multiple. Then we'll click next. This one I named packages, or pricing packages, I think I named it. I already created mine. I'm just showing you for example's sake. So you'll do pricing packages, then the object will be contact, the group will be general info because it's general contact info about this person that we're filling the form out for. And then the options, you'll need to make sure to add every single option. So we first have our basic $1,000 plus the $97 a month. Then you would add the next one, basic $1,000 plus the $197. We need to make sure to include every single possible option that they could go with, so that we can populate the fields that'll go on the contract that's going to automatically send out after we fill this form out. And so anyway, make sure to add all the options here and then click save. And then you'll have the field like I showed you right here with all the different options. So just go ahead and add in all your options of setup fees and all your different options of monthlies combined so that you can click on any of them. And then the agreement term right here, we do either 6-month, 12-month, 18-month, or 24-month agreements, depending on what our client wants to go with and how we're kind of gauging the conversation on that sales call. And so we also want to put the term here because it'll also auto-populate on the contract that sends out after we hit submit on this form. It'll put the term of the contract, which is pretty cool. And so anyway, that's the term. How to create that one, we did the same thing. We went to custom fields because that's not going to be a native field inside of HighLevel by default. You have to create a custom field for it. We would do a drop down multiple. We would click next. We would do agreement term or contract term. I like to use the word agreement just because it's not as like heavy as like contract whenever somebody hears it. And then we'll do contact as the object, general info, and then we would do our different options. So we do like 6 months, make sure to put the S on the end because this will populate onto our contract and we need it to be worded that way. 12 months, 18 months, and then we would have our 2-year contract. 24 months sounds better than 2 years, so that's why we say 24 months. And then you'd click save. Once it's saved, once both your fields that you've created, this one, pricing packages and agreements, you'll go under your custom fields, you'll go to general info, you'll go all the way to the bottom, and you'll see them, they've been created down here at the bottom. You'll just drag them onto the form like I have them on there right now. But anyway, that's how to create the form. All of these are native fields except for these last two. These are the two that we need to add and create as a custom field. And then once you're done, you'll click save up at the top here. And whenever your client is on the call with you, you can literally just go in here into the Sites tab, into your form, or you could have a separate tab pulled up with it, and you can just fill it in just like this. You don't actually have to put this form on like a website or anything. We just need it to be able to, as like an intake form, to be able to take our client's contact information. So anyway, once that form is filled out, then our automation gets a little bit more tricky. So that's where we have this condition branch. So the trigger event is the form is filled out. Make sure you add your filter and you've added in that it's specifically the client onboarding form that's being filled out like I have here. Condition, we have 6 different conditions. As you can see, we've got our 6 different branches for the different pricing options. So the first one, if they go with and on this form, if they fill in that their pricing package is this one, it'll go down this first branch. If they go and we select that they're actually going with this one, the second one, then it'll go down the next branch and so on. So we have different branches based on which plan they want to go with, because we need to send different invoice amounts based on the package that they're going with. And so be able to send that invoice with the custom price that they are going to be going with, we need to have these different branches. So we've got this first branch. How I got this, I'll just go back and show you guys how to set up one of them, and then you can set up each of them. So 1,000 plus $97 a month. You'll click select right here, and that's what you'll name the branch. It should say branch by default. You'll just rename it to whatever the pricing package is so we can kind of visually see each branch. You'll go to contact details. You'll scroll down to where it says pricing package, which if you've already created that form with that custom field, it should show up just like this, pricing package. Then you'll select includes, and then you'll select your first plan. So my first one is $1,000 setup fee plus that $97 per month subscription, and that's how you add that one. And then you'll just click add branch right here. Mine doesn't show add branch, it'll show like down here. Just click add branch, and then you'll add in the next one, $1,000 setup and the $197 plan. Then you'll do your $2,000 setup 97 plan, $2,000 setup 197 plan, and so on. You'll do each branch just like that, and they're all the same way. You just need to change this part on the end of each of them, the different pricing package, and then just click save. So whenever we fill this form out, whatever plan we put in, because we already talked to our client, right? We're on the call with them. We're like, all right, yep, I think the best package for you would be this one. Do you agree? Cool, let's go with that one. So you fill that in on this form. Once you submit it, it'll go down one of these branches. So if they went with the $1,000 package and the $97 per month, it'll then send them this invoice right here, which I'm going to show you right now how to create those invoices. So I'm going to go back out of here. We're going to go to payments, and then we're going to go to products first. And we need to create 6 different products for each of our different options and pricing options. So the first ones we're going to do are actually going to be products from our SaaS configurator. So I'm going to switch to my agency view really quick. We're going to go to SaaS configurator. Like I said, you'll need the $497 plan for this plan to fully execute and work and automate the full process of the onboarding for your client. But we have this basic hosting plan. It's just the 97. That's the one we showed you before, $97 per month. And then I have this pro hosting plan for $197. We're just going to assume these are our only 2 options for monthlies. We're not going to do any high ticket or anything like that for this example. But make sure you have your 2 different plans or 3 different plans inside the SaaS configurator like this. And then you're good to go. So we're going to switch back into our sub account where we're building those invoices out. We're going to go back to the payments tab. We're going to go to products, And also your Stripe will need to be integrated, which the SaaS configurator won't even work unless it's integrated. So you'll be good there as long as Stripe is integrated. So from there, we're going to import these products from Stripe. So you can see I've already done mine. We have this basic hosting plan, and you'll know that they're from the SaaS configurator because they'll say agency plan next to them. So I know that's my 97. When you go to import from Stripe, you'll see all the different options of your different packages and all your different products from your Stripe account. You can say I've got a ton, but you'll just want to make sure to find the ones that say agency plan next to them, and you'll select the one that's like your $97 agency plan one, and then find the $197, the one that says agency plan next to it, and you'll import both of those. You'll do them one at a time. Import the first one and then the second one, and then it'll show just like this. And my other one is on the second page. It's this $197 Pro plan, and just make sure it says agency plan next to it. That's important because if our client checks out and pays for something that's not one of these agency plans, it won't automatically create their sub account, and it won't automatically send them the onboarding email from our agency account. So we need to make sure they say agency plan. Next, we're going to go to our invoices, and we're going to create a template for our invoices. You can see I've created all 6 of our different options here. Well, scratch that. Before that, you actually need to create the different one-time setup fees as well. So we've imported the monthlies. Now we need to create products for the setup fees. So the first one you could call like basic setup, and then just put like 1,000 next to it so you know the price. So basic setup 1,000. You'll scroll down. You'll do one time. The amount will be $1,000, and then you'll just hit save down at the bottom, and that's how easy it is. So you'll need to create a product, one for your 1,000. Another one for your $2,000 one-time setup fee, and another one for your $3,000 one-time setup fee. So there's like 5 products that we're creating total. The 3 setup fees, and then the 2 that we're actually importing from Stripe. Those ones we're importing. The other 3 for the setups, we're creating them from scratch. So 5 total. The 2 hosting fees, the $97 per month and the $197 per month right here. And then our 3 setup fees, our advanced setup, premium setup, and basic setup, and the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So anyway, you need those 5 products created first and those 2 imported from Stripe, and then you'll go to templates. Now we need to create our invoice templates. So if you go and click new template up here, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. You can upload your logo up here at the top. So go ahead and do that so the logo, or so that the template for the invoice looks nice for your client. It has your logo and branding. And then you're going to add 2 items. I've already added my 2. This one is the $1,000 setup fee. So I've named this one 1,000 plus 97. And then I've added the $97 per month hosting. The way that you'll do that, you'll click add item. You'll select from your first one, which is going to be your $1,000 setup fee. So just select this one from your products. That'll pop up there, and then you'll need to click add another item, so you'll add a second item, and that one will be your monthly. So then you'll select your monthly hosting fee right there. Once you have both of these added here, then you're good to go. Just name the template whatever this one is, hit save, and then go to the next one. So you'll just create 6 templates this way, one for each possible option that your client could go with, and then from there we can go back to our automation. We'll go back to this one, and then now we can send out an individual custom invoice for each product. So if they go with the $1,000 setup and the $97 per month plan, we're going to send them that invoice. So right here, you'll type in the action send invoice. That's what it's called inside of HighLevel. I'll show you real quick. If you were to add it right here, it's called send invoice. So you'll just select this one. It'll look like this when you're editing it, and then you'll send the invoice. The from user, you'll just put yourself because you're the owner of the business. So make sure you select yourself here. That's who it will send from and look like to your client who it's sending from. The invoice template will be, the ones, make sure to select from your different templates. This one is the $1,000 and the $97 per month. Make sure to associate it with the branch that it's right below, and then make sure it's on live, and then save the action, and do that for each different branch and have each different invoice. You can see the 1,000 and the 197, the 2,000 and the 97, the 2,000 and the 197, 3,097 and 3,197. So anyway, you get the gist of it. Each branch has its own separate invoice and will charge the client a certain amount. So whenever this sends to them, you fill this form out, you hit submit on the onboarding form. boom, they're getting a text from you and an email from you with this invoice. And then once they get the invoice, they can pay it right then. They'll also get a contract as well. So we're also going to send them the contract, which is this step right below it. And it's just send documents and contracts. I'll show you this step really quick so you guys can see it. Boom, looks just like this. You'll select that one. And then once you're editing it, it's just the action name from user. You'll do yourself again because you're the one that you want to show the contract is coming from for your client. And then the contract, we have a contract that we've set up. So I'm going to show you that really quick. So the contract is going to be under payments again, documents and contracts. We're going to go to templates, and I've created this single template. You guys don't need all these contracts like I have here. You just need one. So we're going to call it our client contract, all plans, because what's cool is we can use custom values on these contracts. So I'm going to link down below. You guys can get this contract completely free. I'm going to give you my exact copy that I use in a Google Doc down below, so you guys can access that. But basically, you just want to name the contract at the top. You guys will get my template. So you'll basically just paste in my contract in here. You'll copy the full Google Doc, paste it onto here into your templates. Yours will be blank. And then from here, there's some things that will paste in the custom values. You guys will need to change anywhere where it says my business name. You'll change it to yours. And I'll make sure to update the custom values on the document below. So you guys probably won't have to change this. I'll just put in custom values for it. But basically, we have contact.name. So that'll put in the contact's full name. Whoever this contract is sending to, let's say their name is John Smith. They're one of our new customers. It'll say this agreement between WebJuice LLC and John Smith is effective immediately upon the signing of this agreement. Then down here, services and deliverables, it says everything from our, and then it'll paste the name of the plan, basic package plan listed on our website. So basically we're just saying you get the features of whatever it shows on our website for this specific plan that you're going with. It'll paste in the plan name right there. The item's price, it'll say the WebJuice setup fee plus service retainer, and then it'll paste in the price that we filled in on this form right here. So whatever package we put under pricing package, it'll paste that amount right there, which is awesome. So it like customizes the contract when it sends out to the customer with their specific details, their name, their information, everything. And then down here, there's one more. I've put them in bold. It's right here. If the contact dot agreement term. So this one will paste in the term length. So if you could do a 6-month, 12-month, 18-month, or 24-month contract, it'll paste in the amount of months right here. Because this talks about the cancellation policy and the renewing services and everything. It's basically just talking about the term of the agreement, how long it's going to be. And so all of that will custom populate into the contract. And then down at the bottom, you just have to add signatures for the customer, which will be this one, and then for yourself. So the way that you do that, you click the plus sign, and then you just drag a signature onto it. Once you've dragged the signature onto it, you'll drag two actually, this one for the client. So it'll say assign recipient to signature. You won't put anything there because this is going to be populated in the automation. Whenever you fill out their information on this form, whatever full name you put here is the name that it'll put on the signature. For this one, you need to add a second signature. This one you do need to put your name on so that the template knows that you're the one signing it every time. So both parties, your client and yourself, are both signing this contract. So you need to make sure to select your name right here that you'll be signing it, and then show signer's name. And then say this one you can just leave like this because that'll populate when it sends out to the customer. Now this will send as an email. It'll be like DocuSign. They can sign it electronically. You'll sign it electronically, so it'll send to both of you as both parties that need to sign it. Once both of you have signed it, it'll email y'all both a signed copy of the agreement, like a PDF that you can download and use, and your client can use it for like tax purposes and things like that. So anyway, really simple. You don't have to set up an automation for that. The contract system does that automatically. We just need to send the contract in the first place. So like I said, I'm going to link that down below. You guys can use my contract template, but that's how the contract works. And so that's where in our automation right here, we have a contract that sends out. And this step right here, like I said, this is going to be the same one for all of the branches. So you don't really need to do anything differently like we did with the invoices. You can just click copy right here, copy action, and then you can paste it into each one so you can quickly duplicate it into all of them. I'm just going to go back out of that because I don't need to. I've already duplicated it across the board. And that's everything you need to do for this automation. I'm going to show you a few other things that are automatically automated through the system of HighLevel if you're on the 497 plan. For example, in our agency view here, in our SaaS configurator, each plan, let's say our basic hosting plan, let's say we have a specific snapshot for that, because let's say we work with barbershops and we have a barbershop snapshot that this is the same for every client that we get that's a barbershop. We can import that barbershop snapshot that we've created into this plan and also into our 197 plan. Or maybe we have a simple snapshot for the 97 users and a more advanced snapshot for the 197 users. We can add that snapshot in right here by clicking Edit Details. We can go to Features, and then it's going to be right here, Add Snapshot. We can select from our snapshots that we have created, and we can add that snapshot to this plan. So whenever they pay this invoice from our automation that sends out to them, it'll automatically create their sub account because the invoice had one of our SaaS configurator products on it, or had two of our SaaS configurators, the 97 and the 197 here. So it'll automatically create our client sub account. And so we can also import that snapshot automatically. And it'll also import, or it'll also send an email to our client. So you can customize the welcome email right here. You don't need to set up an automation for this. This will just happen by default. We can customize this welcome email that sends to our client after they've paid the invoice. As soon as they pay it, boom, they're going to get this email from us. And this is what the email says. Basically, you can customize it to say what you want, but by default, it'll say, you know, your account details, your first name, your last name, your username or your email, and that'll be their email, and then their password to be able to log in to the software. And so they can click here to log in. You can put your logo here at the top. You can put your website down here and link to your website or the login, whatever you want to add to this welcome email. And you could give them more information down below if you promise them some other thing or you need some things from them. You could have the checklist down below. But anyway, you can customize this email, save it. You could preview it if you want to see what it looks like in live preview mode. But once you're done, just save that. And that's the email that'll automatically send after your client pays the invoice, because it's connected to our SaaS configurator product that they paid for on that invoice. So hopefully that all makes sense. Under security, right here, pause new sub accounts. You want to have this toggled off, and then, but basically it'll say put new sub accounts on hold until reviewed and approved by the agency admin. We want to fully automate this process. So if we turn this on, we will have to come in here and we'll have to approve each new sub account before the client can log into it. But if we just want the client to be able to log right in, get the email from us, put in their username and password and get access and log in, we want to keep this toggled off because that'll give them automatic access to log into their HighLevel account. And also toggle this one off right here. And so that'll automate the entire process from filling this intake form out when we're on the Zoom call with our clients to then our clients logging into the software, getting access to everything, getting access to the snapshot that we've imported to that specific plan. And yeah, so that's as literally as easy as it gets. Having a contract fully signed, the invoice is paid, so you're getting paid. All of it is automated. All you have to do is fill this simple form out, and everything is good to go and set up. Obviously, if you have some other services, like you're building a website for them, you can give them access to the sub account, but you'll want to tell them, hey, you know, the website design and build out is going to take another week or two before that's done. But you can start using our software in the time being until we're done with that website, just to give them something immediate, you know, some immediate access to the software, so they're getting a deliverable on day one, and you're not saying, oh yeah, everything will be done in 2 weeks, and they pay you and then they're not seeing anything. Like, this is a good way to just give your client something, to at least something tangible to log into right after they pay, so they know they're getting their service from you and they're not having to wait a super long time before they're getting any results or any services from you. So anyway, that's the entire process of client onboarding and how to fully automate it with that single automation. I appreciate y'all sticking through to the end of this video, and I hope you found some value in it. If you're looking to start an agency with HighLevel, but you haven't gotten started yet, or you're started already, but you're a little bit lost, you can join my HighLevel Quest community down below. It'll walk you through step by step how to make money with HighLevel, from setting up your HighLevel account to getting clients to onboarding clients and everything in between. So check that out down below. And also inside of that community, you guys can get access to my free content contract template that I showed you in this video. So go ahead and join down below for free and you can get access to all that course material and the contract template there. And also, if you haven't started using HighLevel yet, you can get a 30-day free trial down below this video with my affiliate link. And if you use my link, I'll jump on free Zoom calls with you twice a week. I'll give you a ton of affiliate resources worth over $10,000, and I'll give you access to my paid school community completely free just for using my link down below. And if you've already started using HighLevel but you want to upgrade to the $297 or $497 plan, you can also do that with my link down below and get the exact same offer. I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.